Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Jerry Ohm Dodge in Tampa, Florida, and guess what? We have some more muscle car fun for you. This is a 2020 Dodge Challenger RT, but before you get too upset saying, Joe, why didn't you bring us a Hellcat or a Hellcat Red Eye? Guess what? I have something even more rare. This RT has the very hard to find 6-speed Tremec manual transmission. So before we get into this slick shifting manual muscle car, let's talk about what's going on here. The Dodge Challenger, you know it, it's been around since the 1970s, actually 1970 on the spot. Some of you might be saying, well, Joe, you featured so many Challengers, why are you bringing this one? Like I said, I think when it comes to pure muscle car fun and bringing that connection back to 1970, now finding this RT with that 6-speed manual where you're gonna have to row your own muscle car to get down the quarter mile. What I love about Dodge is they really are a brand built on car enthusiasts. They build a Challenger for everybody's budget, everybody's lifestyle, and everybody's on-throttle taste. With this RT, you're getting that 5.7 liter naturally aspirated engine, but like I said, I think what's gonna help add to the overall excitement is that 6-speed manual transmission. So what I wanna find out is, there's a lot of other options out there. You could go a Mustang route, you can go a Camaro route, or you could even go wide body, Hellcat, automatic, this, that, and everything else in between. I wanna find out, for your hard-earned money, is this the most fun muscle car because of that manual transmission? Let's go ahead and find out. Right off the bat, you know the styling. Still looking muscle car good. Is there gonna be a change soon? I think we're gonna have to wait and see, but we have this Go Mango color. That's another thing I love about Dodge, is not only the shape of the car, but the names of the colors. It's all that classic muscle car fun. When we start up at the front of the business, you're gonna see that same great styling that has made the Challenger so popular at the faster level trims. You're gonna get it with the RT. So you're getting that quad headlight design with the LED daytime running lamp rings that run around it. I like the flat black. One thing I'm digging on this RT is the brushed aluminum grille inserts. You have the flat black rectangle, that almost like egg crate style grille, and then you have the RT, which stands for road and track. Makes sense to have it on this model because if you go back to 1970, same thing. And what road and track represents is getting beefier brakes, beefier suspension, and definitely more of that beefy horsepower. As we come across the center grille area, the Challenger name looking really sharp, like I said, with that brushed aluminum look. You have the hood scoop up top, and as we drop down, you're gonna get a nice size on that splitter. We do have the yellow PDI shipping tab still stuck on there. I hope whoever buys this one will peel those off because it just looks a lot cleaner. And remember, Dodge says for that splitter to function properly at speed, those need to be removed. The flat black in the lower grille section mimics what is up top, but the sheer width of this car just screams that muscle car experience. Now, when we get up onto the hood, we got a sexy shape, and guess what, boys and girls? You get your bulge. So you have your nice high bulge. You're gonna get that beautiful curves that go towards the windshield and then curve right towards the A-pillar. I like the functionality of this scoop up top. Flat black matches everything. Super clean, super wide muscle car. As we come around the corner, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. First of all, before we get to the wheel and tire, notice how the splitter extends off the side. Now when we gaze our attention at this wheel and tire setup, you can see you have very simple split spoke design, that brushed aluminum look to it. This is a 20-inch wheel, 245 on the width, and a 40 series sidewall. You're of course gonna have a little bit bigger brake package compared to, say, a Challenger SXT. And just the way the car sits, it does have that perfect stance that just screams, hey, Mopar or no car. On the fenders, you're gonna get that nice hard body line, that belt line that actually starts in the fender and goes down the whole side of the vehicle. Of course, you get the Hemi badge on the fender, nothing but a Hemi underneath the hood of this Dodge Challenger RT. Naturally aspirated V8 power. Simplicity is the name of the game here. The way it just kind of curves down, you have flat black on this lower sill, but everything just curves away underneath. Course color matched on those retro style mirrors. We do have a sunroof, which is a nice touch. I know a lot of people, that's one thing on a Mustang GT, you can't get a sunroof. On the Camaro, you can't get the sunroof. It's nice to have that sunroof on the Challenger, classic style window design. And if you need to haul some people on a regular basis, you're gonna get more backseat interior space than the other two that I mentioned. Keep working our way back. You see that belt line curves up near the rear. I love the chrome fuel door that you have right there. Gives it, like I said, that connection to the pass. And then as we keep working our way towards the rear, I like the way they have a color matching Go Mango trunk lid spoiler. You have your LED taillights, and I'm telling you, from the front and the back, you can't confuse this car with anything else. The Dodge name, going back to the early 1900s, the Dodge brothers, they would have never guessed in a million years that we'd be having such performance levels, even with the RT working all the way up to that Demon 840 horsepower on race gas. Now, as we drop down, you are gonna get that vacuum style exhaust, which I really don't love. And I'm okay with it on the RT because of where this is in the trim level. Another thing that I do like about it is I do like the way it's slash cut, and it does kind of just blend nicely into the lower rear bumper area. But of course, my heart is you could get from the Mopar catalog a nice quad tip exhaust, really let that Hemi sing. But since we're talking so much about power and performance, let's go pop that hood and take a look at the heart of our Challenger. All right, guys, we do have the hood popped, and I know a lot of you are saying, well, Joe, how come you bring in another Challenger? Like I said, I want to bring all the different trims, all the different specs, and I really feel that this package, the way that it is going to put a smile on your face as wide as the state of Texas. But underneath that hood, you do have hydraulic hood struts, and you do have that Hemi V8. I am going to have to zonk that engine cover. Doesn't look like a trash can lid, but it looks really weird and not sexy. This Challenger has some sexy curves, some sexy appeal. Nothing sexy with that engine cover, but what is underneath that engine cover is definitely gonna put, like I said, that smile on your face. You're looking at a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V8, 375 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. We mentioned earlier, we have that rare transmission going bye-bye. Hashtag save the manuals. Tremec 6-speed manual. 0 to 60, if you know how to dance on your twinkle toes, is going to be around 5 seconds flat. Quarter mile in about 13.6 at 104 miles an hour. Top speed is 155 miles an hour. The vehicle weighs 4,100 pounds. MPGs 15 in the city, 23 on the highway. I know that there's more horsepower options, but remember, you could have 2,000 horsepower. If you can't get the power to the ground, it really is kind of meaningless unless you're just having a contest to see whose is bigger at your local car event. But you know what? I'm ready. I hope you're ready. I want to get a little bit of an eargasm. Let's fire up this Hemi and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, Mopar, no car, get your butt into this Mopar because we're in a 2020 Challenger RT. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I can't wait to see where the magic happens, that 6-speed Tremec manual transmission. My dad had a Challenger RT, so for me, this really is a dream muscle car. I don't need a Hellcat Red Eye. I don't need a Scat Pack. Tell me how much this one is because I'm really digging it. Obviously, I'm talking MSRP. There's lots of rebates that Dodge is doing right now on these cars. MSRP is $39,000, but don't let that scare you away because like I said, you'll be walking out for a lot less with this vehicle. But let's see what you get for the money at this MSRP to the door panels. Super simplicity. I'm not the biggest fan of the orange peel, but remember, anything that you don't like, you could change by going up a higher trim, a higher package. Now you do have cloth on the back portion of the door, which kind of grosses me out, especially as time goes by and people are getting like Cheeto fingerprints on it, maybe some hot sauce from Taco Bell, but you do have a good sized cup holder for a Dr. Pepper, and then they have the perfect Twinkie holder on the back portion of the door panel. You could easily slide 3 Twinkies in there, but the style of the door panel, especially where the handle is, that's straight 1970 Challenger, and I do like that. Now when you get to the dash, You got the Challenger name there, a little bit of gloss black. There's that heavy orange peel. It almost feels like an elephant skin. Not my favorite, but it is super soft. This is one of my favorites though. Even though we don't have the updated Uconnect 5, the Uconnect 4 system, 8.4-inch screen, so clear. You get navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Look at this. You could adjust your climate controls, heated steering wheel, heated seats. The graphics are super clear. Let me go ahead and throw it into reverse for you. There's your backup camera with trajectory, and the good news is it takes up the whole entire screen, and then we're right back. Another feature that I love with the Mopar products is you can actually shut the screen off. So let's say you're at the drag strip, you don't want any distraction, it's too bright, just hit the screen off button and it shuts off, which is really great. You got your start stop button. I'm digging the silver trim around the start stop button and up top and down below. And as we drop down, love the stitch work. You got your radio controls, your AC controls. We got our super track pack button right there. You could go into sport mode. And then this is, like I said, where the magic happens. Remember when you were a kid and your parents said, make sure to knock before you open up the door to their bedroom? That's because they were making the magic happen. This is where you're gonna make the muscle car magic happen. 6-speed, nice throws, great engagement, made by Tremec, which is such an outstanding transmission company. But please, hashtag save the manuals, give it a try. It may change your life forever. I know it's changed my life. The metal finish, really looking good. 2 cup holders. If you look on the side, they give you an emergency Twinkie holder here and a 12 volt, which is nice. And this is smart because you could easily plug in your radar detector and just have the cord right over there and not in your business as you're doing the business rowing. And remember, when it comes to a transmission, when you're shifting, this is not how you do it. This is like Vin Diesel, you know, you're going through 42 gears. Gentle, palm of the hand, just like that. That's all you need. Be gentle, okay? As we work our way back, soft touch opens up for me. I got 2 USBs, another 12 volt, and then a piece of paper, but we're gonna get rid of that. Lots of space for, I would say you could easily put 12 Twinkies, 2 softballs, maybe even, I don't know, let's say you have a CD collection that you don't want to get rid of and you got the cases, you could probably put about 15 CDs in here. So keep all your classics, you know, Whitesnake, Bon Jovi, Run DMC. And then to wrap it off, you're gonna get these cloth seats. They are very comfortable. You do have some large bolstering, which is super soft. It's got the houndstooth material that will remind you back of 1970. They're soft. I rather would prefer the leather or the leather and the Alcantara, but like I said, it all depends on your price point, your budget. When you're going RT, you have your Dodge key fob. Simple, straightforward. On the back, you can pop the trunk and lock and unlock doors, and then you can panic. If you're freaking out, just hit that panic button. Somebody will come and give you mouth to mouth. Hopefully somebody that you want to give you mouth to mouth. And then you have a sunroof, standard size. A lot of people are missing that. And you have the space for the back seats. You could easily get your kids back there, even grown adults. But we're gonna get over to the business end and then I'm ready to do some on throttle. So get your butt over here because we're about to smoke them because we got them. All right guys, business time. We got the 3 pedals because we have the 6-speed. And speaking of those pedals, there they are. Nice aluminum finish. Great clutch action. It's not heavy, it's not too light. It is the Goldilocks of clutch action. I can't wait to show you how the pickup point is. You got your brake pedal and throttle. My only zonk on these cars, these Challengers and Chargers, small dead pedal. This is a muscle car, man. And you're giving me a little peep squeak. I think that's off of a Yugo from 1986. That's how small it is. Would like a larger dead pedal. You do get power seats for the driver because this is the business side and you got to do the business. And then I got plenty of headroom in here. That's the one thing. You're looking at a Camaro, you're looking at a Mustang, you got tons of room. I'm swimming in room in here. Steering wheel, simple, straightforward, nice thickness. Horn button is not the sexiest, but you do have that iconic Dodge logo there. And then black trim is nice rather than silver. And then the dash itself is clean. You got that LED center section and you have an analog tach, analog speedometer. It's got the retro look. And of course the steering wheel is tilting and telescoping. But you know what? I don't care about the back seat. I definitely don't care about the trunk. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go through some on-throttle action, our Challenger RT. All right, guys, we're in the Dodge Challenger RT. It's so amazing that where you're really gonna appreciate this car is in the driving portion, but have it in first gear, give it a little throttle, here we go, smoke him if you got him. Yeah, so what's great is that, like I said, with 375 horsepower, you're gonna be able to get that power to the ground a little bit more efficiently, but rowing through the 6-speed, I love the clutch pickup point. The clutch pickup point is phenomenal. The weight of the clutch pedal feels good. You're not gonna wear out your left leg, especially if you're new to the manual transmission game. And if you are, welcome to the family for sure. And then seeing that bulge in the hood, which we all know we wanna see that, seeing that bulge in the hood, having that V8 sound, and just being able to be in control of what the revs are doing. Yes, you could use the paddles on an automatic transmission. It's just not the same. It's not the same as when you're actually rowing through your own gears. And that's why I really like this Challenger RT, is that you're gonna be able to have the fun, plus you're having the fun in a way because you're getting the traction to the ground. All right, guys, on fire, here we go, yeah! Really a lot of fun. Hitting second gear is so easy in this car. And then second and third, same story. You know, some gearboxes, especially I remember back when I was in high school and driving my buddies' Fox body Mustangs, hitting that third gear, it's like you had to say a prayer. You had to drip holy water on your hand to get that third gear to go. But you know what? With this Tremec, smooth as butter. The clutch modulation is great. And like I said, I think just enough power to where it's gonna put a smile on your face and it's gonna keep you out of trouble and you're gonna get that traction to the ground 100% for sure. All right, guys, here we go. Second gear. On throttle. Yeah! Really, really nice. Of course, with it being naturally aspirated, you're getting that nice, smooth torque delivery, which is great. And then heel toe downshifting is a piece of cake in this thing. It really is. Look at that. Into this little bend here. Really just evokes that muscle car past with some great technology of the present with the Uconnect 4 system, and I'm telling you, it just feels good. Just puts us, it's all about the driving enjoyment. Are you gonna have the fastest Challenger on the road? No. I would be lying to you if I said that you would. But are you gonna have a Challenger that's gonna put a smile on your face every single time you drive it? Heck yes, and that's what I love about it. And I've driven Hellcats, you know, you could get a narrow body with the same 6-speed. It's a chore to get that power to the ground, and it can be downright scary. With this though, it just feels good. It just feels so really good. Steering has a nice feel to it. Rolling on throttle, here we go. Suspension, the compression and rebound is just perfect to where you're gonna get some decent handling for sure, but you're also getting a nice ride because this really is a great Challenger to drive every single day. Of course, you could go into the performance pages, which is great, and you have the sport mode. You could be in normal, you could be in sport, you could adjust it to whatever's gonna float your boat, which is another nice touch in this Challenger RT. On throttle! Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, guys, here we go. Dead stop. Giving it some throttle. On throttle. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, this thing, I'm telling you, Dodge and Mopar, they build vehicles for the enthusiasts like you and I, and it's just great to have the variety. If this is not enough, you could go more. If this is the sweet spot, you could go with this, or if you want less, you could go SXT and have the V6. Let's see how we do in this roundabout here, since I got you. Here we go, smooth. Look at this. That Go Mango color just stands out, gives you the whole experience. And that's what I love about these cars. It's about the experience. It's not about going from point A to point B. It's about moving your soul, not about moving your body. Well, I mean, you're moving your body, but it's more about the soul part. But we're gonna go ahead. Hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel about the Challenger RT with that hard to find, super rare 6-speed Tremec. We're gonna get back to Jerry Oldham Dodge and wrap this up. So I'll see you in a muscle car minute. All right, guys, been another great day here at Jerry Oldham Dodge. I definitely got to thank J-Rod and the rest of the crew getting us access to this rare 6-speed manual Challenger RT. Is it the muscle car that I would buy? Not necessarily. I'm still saying that if you're looking for that perfect daily driver and you want to have the muscle car fun and you want a little bit more performance, I would go Scat Pack wide body because you could still get the 6-speed Tremec manual. But you know what? Somebody who wants a little bit less horsepower, maybe this is your first muscle car, maybe this is your first manual. This checks off so many boxes and at a price point that's going to be very, very wallet and purse friendly. But if you want to keep seeing these muscle cars, no matter what they're packing underneath the hood or packing on that interior, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She's loving muscle cars left and right. She wants a Scat Pack wide body like yesterday. So throw some love in the comment section for Lori. She's busting her butt out here. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.